Hey, Shalom Akim. First, foremost, give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachak Kodash. Double honors under the elders, Apostle Green Millstone, the elders Green Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, serve him in truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayabo from the Z-Mess Playing Tables Camp, coming back with another lesson to spirit. Yeah, so this lesson be based off this article from nationalnews.com, which is entitled, it says, Scotland's digital ID system sparks Big Brother. Fears amid privacy backlash. And of course, as we know, we are currently in the end times. And, well, of course, Esau Edom, which is a so-called white man, he's in rulership. His agenda has gone forth among the whole world, which, his agenda pretty much at its peak is found within America. You know, pretty much the different things you see in America that's pushed, and these things in America are pushed around the whole world. And these other nations are polluted by it. As we know, of course, America is Babylon Great according to the scriptures. And the scriptures say how these other nations will be defiled by Babylon's wine, America's wine, which represents its philosophies, its ways of living. Of course, as we know, Esau, he wants to introduce this new ID system, new digital ID system where everything's 100% digitized. It says Scotland's government, so reading this article, it says, Scotland's government is launching Scott Account, a digital ID system to centralize access to public services like healthcare, taxes, and benefits, raising concerns about privacy and state overreach. It says critics, including Big Brother Watch, warned the centralized database could become a target for hackers, enable government surveillance, and erode individuals' freedoms, especially if adoption shifts from voluntary to mandatory. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It says experts highlight dangers like biometric and financial data breaches. It says with worries that the system could be exploited by cyber criminals or hostile actors, mirroring controversies in countries like China and India. Despite being optional, the system risks, it says, marginalizing those without digital access or who distrust it, with fears that will become de facto compulsory as physical alternatives are phased out. It says the Scott Account controversy reflects a broader tension between digital efficiency and privacy, echoing past clashes, e.g., UK post-Brexit ID plans, and underscoring the need for legal safeguards to prevent surveillance overreach. Yeah, that's the point. So we just read from these key points about, pretty much they want to introduce this new system, but they also want to phase out, pretty much the other things that won't match up with it. For example, they want to phase out cash. They want to phase out anything that they can't track. They're pushing all the methods that they have in order for you to be tracked. Which the digital ID system enables them to do that. That's why they're pushing so hard for it. And ultimately they want there to be digital ID system, but it's not just gonna be you having a digital ID or just a regular online presence. No, they want you to be connected to the system, literally, physically. They want you to be connected to the system. How are they going to do that? Let's go ahead and get Revelation chapter 13 and 16. Or we can start verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yep. The image of the beast, or first and foremost, the beast is the EU and the NATO. And the image of the beast what represents the system, the new system, or really what just is a system that is coming with, which ultimately the NWO, which again is all based off the Roman Empire. But what, of course, we're in the revival of it, and this new system that they want to bring, that's a new image, new laws and guidelines and mandates. It says, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast. The image of the beast shall be killed. Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna come to a point where if you don't worship this new system, this new image that Esau is coming with, the EU and the NATO, they're gonna seek to kill you, throw you in prison, capture you, make you outcast. Ultimately, they're gonna seek what? Ultimately, what? They're gonna seek to put anybody to death who doesn't, of course, comply. That's that's what they're gonna seek to do. It says verse 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Yeah. Causeth, meaning he's going to mandate upon everybody. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, meaning he's going to put upon everybody. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are. But the point is that Esau, the elites, Esau, and of course when I say Esau, I'm referring on to, starting with the elites of Esau, the elite international banking families. They're all, of course, Amalek, of course, being the chief tribe of the nation of Edom, which Amalek matches up to those people in the land who call themselves the people of Israel, which is a complete lie. They're counterfeits, 100%. It says to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Yeah, and this is what the elites want. The high risk. Why? Because it's going to grant them ultimate control. It says to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And when you get that word for mark within the Greek, it's a Greek word chragma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
It says a stamp and a printed mark. It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. By the way, the Antichrist is not just one random person who's going to come up from a temple and come up out of no. The Antichrist is anybody who's against the anointed, anybody who's against Yahushai. Hamashayach in the Hebrew, meaning the anointed, or the anointed. Christ, which that's what Christ means within the Greek, anointed. Christos. So what? Anybody in anti-meaning against. So if you're against Yahushai, then you are an anti-Hamashayach. If you're against what the scriptures say and what the Lord says, then you're anti-Hamashayach. So it says, thing carved, or the mark written upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work. It also says a scratch or etching, so something that will be etched. A mark that's going to be etched and scratched into the skin. That's what they want. And what? When you get verse 17, so we have, so what? It's going to be something that goes either into the right hand or into the forehead. That's what they're going to mandate it. Of course, if you take it anywhere within your body, then that means you took it. It's just not just those places, but those are going to be the main places where people take it. It's verse 17. And that no man might bar or sell, save he that had a mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Yes, so you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have this mark. So what? That means that this will have payment capabilities. You will be able to make purchases with this mark. Which what? When you link all these up, together, and link it up to what you see today, these descriptions on the mark, you'll get exactly what it is, which is right here. The RFID chip, MOTB. Oh, look, but now Google's finally... Well, yeah, here we go. Yeah, yep, so... Yeah, as small as a grain of rice. And this is exactly what it is. This right here is a mark of the beast. The point is that it's the electronic CHIP. And what they want to put it in everybody's body, because this will grant them full control. And we see the Neuralink, and we just read how either your right hand or your forehead. And what that Neuralink, they want to use that too. What is it? It's the brain CHIP. And what they want to put that in everybody, because obviously, I mean, we see all the experiments that they do on monkeys. But pretty much they're able to fully monitor the monkey's brain activity, what he's thinking, what he wants to do, and ultimately even influence his thoughts, make him do things that, again, the CHIP, they can even make you, or what, pretty much within those experiments, they're showing you that they're able to control the monkey by the way of that CHIP. So what, that's Esau showing you what he wants to do. So this right here is the mark of the beast, the C-hip. It says verse 18. Yeah, and yep. It says verse 18. Here's wisdom. So Revelation chapter 13 and 18. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 636. And you can see the pictures right here. How, and well, you'll see this number 6 everywhere. You'll even see it within a barcode. See, it says a typical barcode. You always see 6 in it within a barcode language. Also, you see 6 everywhere, just within these company logos, hidden within products, hidden movies, shows, just wherever, man. Esau, this is Esau's number, and he loves to use it as a form of witchcraft. What? So pretty much, and what we just read verse 17, how you won't be able to borrow or sell unless you have it. So that means no. Obviously, what that means, no going to the grocery store. That means no buying within the realms of this society. That means no buying food, buying water, having a job, paying for your bills. Pretty much doing anything. You won't be able to do anything within society unless you have it. And that's the mandate, the causeth that they're going to bring. The mandate. So what that's going to be the coercion tactic that they use for people to take it. Because again, you're going to be separated. So everything, all other forms of pretty much being included within society is going to be outlawed. The only way is going to be by the way of this new system, which to be a part of this new system, you're going to have the MOTB. So what? That's what they're going to bring. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. These sayings should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, so we understand, hey, we see Satan coming a mile away through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. Through what the eyesight that the Lord has given us, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Ultimately, with the Holy Spirit, well, we're able to see Satan coming a mile away. Why? Because, hey, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai has already revealed it onto us, well, what's going to happen. According to his word, according to these scriptures, according to the Holy Bible, what we have, again, we have access to the future. We know exactly what's going to happen. So that's why we're not ignorant of his devices. What's wrong with our elder apostles of Great Millstone on down? It's broken onto us. It's broken down onto us what's going to happen. And but of course we relay it onto the sheep. Ultimately, what we understand, how you know Esau is going to come with everything he has in order to make everybody take it. Guess what? The elect will be safe from it. The elect Israelites will be safe from it. Of course, the Israelites being the so-called blacks, the biblical Israelites being the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. Also, our people have been scattered amongst the other nations. So you're going to have our people coming with the appearance of the other nations, looking like the other nations. But what? They are Israelites, of course, through lineage. Of course, we can't prove. We don't have the documents that go all the way back unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But what? It's all determined by the Spirit. Ultimately, what? You are without a doubt an Israelite if you're able to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai in 100% truth and sincerity, and you're able to understand the truth and apply it. No heathen has the ability to do so. The heathen are hardwired to serve their own gods and their own idols. The Israelites really started with the elect of the nation of Israel. We're really only the elect of the nation of Israel in this time, but they're going to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai in 100% truth and sincerity, and also do his will. So only Israelites have the ability to do that. So if you can do that, and it's in your spirit to do that, then that means you're an Israelite. Because again, no heathen has the ability to do that. It says Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Exactly. So what? For those who keep the word of the Lord's patience, meaning enduring within the truth, doing the Lord's will unto the end, and serving him unto the end, doing the will of Yahweh Shai unto the end. What? That's keeping, and by the way, this red letter, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. So what? Enduring unto the truth and doing the Lord's will unto the end. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. So there's a reward for those who serve Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai no matter what unto the end. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, exactly. So if Yahweh Shai will have to step in order to keep us from this hour of temptation, that's going to show you how great it's going to be. Again, we just read in verse 17 of Revelation chapter 13 how you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have this mark. And what? That's going to be great. That's going to be a great temptation in itself, man. A lot of people will fall just on that. But Esau's going to go even harder. Again, because it's going to be a lot of rebellion. So it's going to come to a point where Esau's just going to roll out his martial law and put you dead on the spot. Presents you with the choice to take it. If you don't take it, throw into a concentration camp. You get the guillotine. You're just shot on the spot by the martial law. Again, the scriptures say how Esau's going to come down like a madman, sparing none. So it says, we shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's the point. So showing you that, again, this going to be a great temptation that Yahweh Shai will literally have to step in for the elect's sake. But there will be divine intervention for the elect. And ultimately, even if, again, because there's going to be martyrs, the martyrs will have the spirit. Ultimately, all the elect, they're going to have the spirit to resist even unto death. That doesn't mean all of course, elect Israelites will die. Because obviously there's going to be many Israelites who are saved. The scriptures speak about the great deliverance. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of Israelites who are saved. And I mean, obviously, we know that. But of course, there's going to be martyrs. But the point is that Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai will put the spirit in the elect to endure even unto death. Keeping the word of the Lord's patience and doing his will. Keeping the word of the Lord's patience is doing his will and serving him unto the end, no matter what. So hey, that's what Yahushai will, of course, what? Help and save the elect from that are in temptation. It says, verse 11 of Revelation chapter 3, Behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Yeah, meaning enduring within the truth, doing the will of Yahweh Bashmi Yoshai unto the end. This is what? To do this work unto the end, no matter what. Hold that fast which thou hast, and no man take thy crown. Yeah, and it says, Behold, I come quickly. And that's the point. Yahushua is coming quickly, man, to eradicate 100% Esau, his world. When I say his world, I'm meaning his era, his rulership. You know, the earth is simply just going to be renewed. Not meaning it's going to be 100% destroyed and the Lord's going to create a new earth. No, meaning the rulership is going to change from Esau onto Jacob, from Esau onto Yahushua and his kingdom, which is going to be ruled by the Israelites, of course, under the commandment of Yahweh Bashmi Yoshai. So, hey, that's the point. We know what's coming. We know what Esau's planning, the elites, we know what they're planning, but the spirit power Yahweh Bashmi Yoshai, well, we have a way out. And well, we have protection from this. And we know exactly what's going to happen through the spirit power Yahweh Bashmi Yoshai, through his word that he has given us, the scriptures. So yeah, I believe that's the point. Lord's will, you brothers are edified. Yahweh Bashmi Yoshai, Bashmi Kakodash Brakatham. Shalom.